Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Urban Rider, your #1 destination for the world's finest motorcycle clothing. Today we're taking a look at the El Solitario Rascal trousers. These are new into us for 2017 and this might just be one of my favourite bits of kit this season, which is a very bold claim when you consider how much amazing stuff there is on offer at the moment. So to understand what makes these so special and why I'm such a fan, let's first take a quick look at who the guys from El Solitario are. Well, they hail from the northwest region of Spain known as Galicia, which has a wonderful variety of dense forests, great for on and off-road riding and stunning coastal riding as well. It's got a varied climate, so really it translates to having the perfect apparatus in which to develop and test and put through its paces the finest gear that they can create. The guys at El Solitario have been around for 7 or 8 years, and those of our subscribers familiar with our partners over at Bike Exif will probably have come across them before. They originally started designing striking and stunning custom builds for the motorcycle market. They definitely have an enigmatic and somewhat provocative and playful aesthetic to their branding, which is pretty uncaring essentially of what other people think about them. And that's great. It translates into a freedom of expression, resulting in motorcycles that, simply put, you would not expect to see. And they've decided to apply a similar aesthetic to their clothing range, coming up with things that we just haven't seen before in the clothing market. Fair to say though, the final designs aren't quite as revolutionary or as controversial as some of their motorcycle designs are, but that's a good thing. What remains is the freedom of expression, the unbelievable creativity, and the absolutely top levels of execution that have gone into all of their gear. Take these Rascal trousers. They spent over 2 years developing and designing the pattern for what they deem to be the perfect leather motorcycle trousers. And you have to conclude, if you get up close with these trousers, that they have done an exemplary job. Now, if you're very familiar with us, you may also realise that we don't offer a lot of leather motorcycle trousers. And the reason for this is fairly simple. We need to offer our customers the very finest in terms of protection, but also in terms of style, crucial to the needs of the urban rider. Leather trousers typically only fit the former of those qualities. We haven't found anything that we'd want to wear all day around town, potentially on and off the bike. That's all changed with Rascal trousers. I am not exaggerating when I say that this is the single most comfortable trouser, whether it's motorcycle or not, that I've ever worn, and that was echoed by other people around the office. They are wonderfully comfortable and beautifully put together. The aesthetic to them has a slightly kind of heritage look, so they obviously took some form of inspiration from a more traditional leather motorcycle trouser, but curated what they deem to be the very finest materials to go into producing this item. The other thing that's really intriguing about the way that they're produced is that they are made in a small atelier, a small family workshop that is, in the Galician forest. They're made in incredibly small quantities by hand individually. They've decided to opt for 1.4mm thick Nappa goatskin leather through the majority of the trouser. This is perfect. It's incredibly strong, it's the finest leather you can get, and it's also incredibly soft and supple, so it gives you the illusion that you're wearing a far lighter weight of leather than you actually are, which is ideal for something like a rugged motorcycle trouser that you can go anywhere in. There are some beautifully thought through and very clever features to this. I love the fact that, for example, you have exposed zippers on the knee area, so you can get the armour in and out without any fuss at all and genuinely just walk around in these all day. Now, of course, they look like they're a motorcycle trouser to a large extent, but the level of comfort they offer and the quality of the look that they give, I think, means you'd end up wearing them a lot more than you might expect off the bike. The armour that you'd insert in the knees is simply going to be D3O or Knox's new Microlock armour. Either will be perfectly suitable. We would give the Microlock the edge because it's slightly better in colder conditions, but there's not much in it. You get quality YKK zippers in that knee zip area, also in the central zipper down the waist and also in the pockets that you can access on the side there. The leather belt here is a great feature. It's integrated into the front of the pant and that allows you different adjustment options. And there's a wonderfully soft leather beading trim round the edge as well. The trousers, you notice, they have a slightly raised back to them, which is a great feature, so that if you're slightly more leant forward, you don't get an exposed area here. But the other thing that they've done, which really shows the attention to detail of these trousers, is they've integrated these riveted buttons both on the back and the front, which are designed to join up with the suspender belt that comes included with the trousers. Now, this is a really lovely feature. Frankly, they're perfectly comfortable and they sit exactly as they should in position without it. But if you're really doing something that requires an awful lot of movement and you want to be as secure in the trousers as possible, then you can be. So you have these two pieces which go onto the back, and then you've got the pieces that go and hook onto the front, and as you will see, you've got leather buckles to adjust on a variety of different settings, those as well, so you can get a really great comfortable fit, and that's just a lovely feature. You've got the normal grain of the exposed leather down the sides, offset against the reversed suede leather finish throughout the majority of the pant. This just gives it an incredibly quality premium feel and a slightly different aesthetic to just the normal side of the leather that you see on most motorcycle leathers. Inside the trouser there's a beautifully soft, marginally padded lining with a sort of tartan effect to it. That is as comfortable can be. So in terms of fit of the trousers themselves, there is a detailed size guide over at urbanrider.co.uk, so do check that out. The guys at El Solitario themselves reckon the sizing is a tad generous, and that may well be true. So I have a 32-inch waist and I'm 6'2", and I am really on the border between a small and a medium. I would just about give the nod to the medium, I think, owing to my height, and basically do them up slightly tighter around the waist. The smalls still fit me, it's just they're a little bit more constrictive when it comes to bending the leg, and whereas one of my colleagues who's the same size, he would go for those because he loves the slim fit, skinny jean kind of effect. I don't so much, and I'd just rather have a slim fit rather than skinny fit. So there is somewhat subjectivity when it comes to interpreting the sizing, but any information you want on that is available through that size guide. But if not, just email us at info@urbanrider.co.uk, and we're always happy to help out. So these are in stock and available now at Urban Rider in the black, and there's also a sand colour coming in very shortly. We'd love to hear what you think about the Rascal jeans from El Solitario. We've got more great stuff coming from these guys, but also from other leading brands in our store. So do sign up and subscribe if you want to be the first to hear about the finest riding gear there is in the world. Hopefully we'll see you for another video soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.